Brittany Renner is back again. Just 100 times more drunker and more oblivious. So let's get into it.
I'm going to say no.
Hello?
I'm going to say no for all of us.
Is everybody f***ing listening?
I'm say no.
Hello?
Yeah, your
A second degree tear? You know what that looks like?
I mean,
Wait.
he didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean it.
Hello? You don't know what it's f***ing like. I don't give a f*** talking about lady. I don't care. At the end of the day, nobody knows what I went through. Nobody knows what I'm going through. So nobody, you, him, whoever the fuck, you don't get to sit here and talk about shit.
What's up, guys? It's Bad Decisions, where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy, Sher.
It's your man, Jay.
I'm going to be completely honest here. I knew she needed attention, but just not like this. So, Brittany Renner's persona in the public or in social media pretty much is this loud, aggressive, outspoken, kind of independent women. And then she kind of flip-flops between that and kind of being reasonable. And sometimes she's like, well, I don't understand why people hate me. And then like a month later, she'll come out saying something like, oh, it's stepdaddy season. So she has this kind of caricature that she plays a lot. Recently, though, it seems like she's kind of put that to the wayside. She did this interview actually earlier this year with Andrew Tate and Just Pearly Things. And within that interview or within that podcast, she was kind of quiet. She really wasn't as outspoken. She kind of kept to herself. And it seemed that she was going in a more chill direction. But in classic typical media fashion, she was quiet for just a little bit too long. So then she had to come out with something again.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit this.
Wrong guy.
Let me tell you something.
Wrong guy,
Shut the f- up. This right here is about to go. Let me tell you something.
We good.
Shut up
We
when I'm
good.
talking.
No, seriously, yo, come on.
Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I meant to hit that. Because you sitting over here laughing.
When I look at a situation like this, I just look at it as a classic pitfall of a lot of social media creators where they kind of start off as shock jocks and they have to maintain it. So what happens? The ante's got to keep going up and up. You see it a lot with a lot of these pranksters that are out here. Well, they'll start with like a basic prank with college students, and then after that, they'll go to like messing up people's cars, and basically just the antics just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It seems like people caught on to her antics of her just keep doing this flip-flop thing, so she had to go even more extreme. When I mean extreme, I mean super extreme. Watching this is just embarrassing. Like, she's obviously high as a kite, and she's just sloppy in this. And when I mean sloppy, I mean like freshman, white girl, wasted sloppy. I think the part that I find most annoying about this is just her throwing the water bottle everywhere at everybody like a toddler and throwing a constant temper tantrum. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Charleston White, but I do have to say that he handled himself very, very well. He made it abundantly clear that he wanted no parts of this. He even put his hands up like this, because in a situation like this, it's easy for the narrative to go somewhere else. For example, when she was groping him, he could have easily like grabbed her butt or done something. And then what would have happened there? People would have said, oh, Charleston White is taking advantage of her. Charleston White wanted this. Charleston White, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm not saying that he isn't a shock jock, because he obviously is. And he says a lot of crazy, crazy things. But just in this situation, man, he just demonstrated how you should act when you're dealing with somebody who's crazy.
I actually felt bad for her. I watched a podcast a while back. I'm not going to say the name of the podcast, but I watched a podcast a while back where she was on it, and she was talking about her childhood and how she grew up and some of the stuff she went through. And look, we all have past, we all have stories. We've all been through some ish. You know what I mean? So, not to say that she's been through something that no one else has, but I did feel for her. It gave me a glimpse into who she really is as a person. Because like you said, she puts on a persona.
Yeah.
She has this type of a persona she carries on. A lot of it, some of it's not a persona. Some of it's how it's just ingrained thinking that is just warped in her mind from how she grew up.
Yeah, I mean, she might obviously have issues. The only reason why I feel like it is fake is because I've seen her make so many other appearances where she doesn't act this way. And it's like she comes on here and she's obviously like zooted, like out of her mind.
Dude, it's not fake though. It's just a inner conflict that she's having. On one side, she's grown up and she's used her looks to her advantage her whole life. That's what she got attention for. She learned how to use that to her advantage. And because she grew up without... See, when I look at Brittany Renner, I see a girl. Well, she's a woman. I see a woman who grew up as a girl without guidance. She didn't have guidance from from good figures in her life. And so because of that, it led her to learn how to manipulate and to use her looks to her advantage. Men gave her attention for her looks. She uses her advantage. I get it. And so she never had that stable and consistent upbringing. So what I think has happened at this point is she reached a certain age to now she is still living in that persona you're talking about. But really inside, she might be thinking to herself, oh, I would like to implement some of the things I've learned from these men, like Kevin Samuels, like whoever else is in her life that had told her, this is what you should be acting like. So you see on Instagram sometimes she had a point in time where she was trying to be like how do I say this?
Like a teacher?
No. There's some point in time on Instagram where she tried to take a different path and rebrand herself to be a more wholesome figure, for lack of better words.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Right. So I think she was truly trying to do that.
But you don't think she saw the monetary gains in it, and that's why she might have flipped it back?
There you go. Well, that's one reason why.
But
That's probably the main reason why.
Yeah, but that goes back to my point where I think it's staged. Well, I think she knowingly got zooted, but I don't think...
What does zooted mean?
That means like you're high out of your mind. You're high as a kite, right?
Got it.
I don't think she meant to get as zooted as she did, but I think she intended on getting zooted because she needed a little extra buzz because we haven't heard from her in a while. And it seemed like her popularity was going down. And when you have a business like IG, like when you're in the modeling business and it's always a new, younger woman constantly coming in, it's easy for someone to take your spot. And in the social media game, what do we have to do in social? We're both social media creators, right? What do we have to do? We have to constantly put stuff out there. Because what happens when we stop putting stuff out there? You go way down in the algorithm. And I can just see her thinking like, okay, well, there's somebody else who's new, who's coming in, who's getting more attention than me. I got to up the ante or I'm going to be gone. Because at this point, we all know her story. She's told her story a million times. And she's talked about her book a million times. What else is there new that she's going to bring to the table if she's not going to create a whole new persona? You see what I'm saying?
I think that we're agreeing, honestly, dude. I think we're agreeing because I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I think that she's aware is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's aware that she has a persona she has to keep up because of the game she's in.
Yeah.
The IG model game.
Yeah.
And because of that, you actively see her flip-flopping.
Yeah.
Because she wants to go down a different path now, I think. But she knows she can't because in order to go down that path, she has to give up what makes her money.
Yeah.
And so she has to put that persona on. Now, whatever the other thing you said just now about her getting turned up because of the podcast, I think that look, she was probably just chilling, enjoying herself. They offered her a drink or whatever. Maybe she smoked. I don't know what she was on, but
Yeah.
that's not what got her off. What set her off is when they brought up that contract that her ex, whatever he was, signed. Her baby daddy signed a 3-year, $48 million contract.
Yeah.
When they brought that up, oh, she got highly triggered because in her mind, she's like, I fumbled the bag. Listen.
She definitely fumbled the bag.
But look, she left him because he was cheating on her. Hold on. Now look, I don't think that any woman should put up with a man cheating on them okay. Everyone has different dynamics. If your dynamic is to be monogamous, I don't think you should have to put up with the man cheating on you. That being said, if you're going to choose to date a teenage NBA player,
You sign up for the NBA package.
you have to know what comes along with that.
That's like going with a model and expecting her not to post a picture.
Right.
It's
right.
just-
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You're setting yourself up for failure. And so I get why she left because she's like, I don't want. And look, well, let me not cast judgments on okay. Her past is not necessarily a past that is one where a man who may not do what he did would choose her. If you follow.
Yeah,
me.
it just doesn't make it the easiest.
You see what I'm saying?
We'll say that. Yeah, it's her past does not make it the easiest for people to say, you know what, I'll look past it.
Exactly.
If we're being real.
If we're being real. And we're not saying that that's right. We're just saying that it is what it is. Water is wet. And so if you have a certain past, a gentleman that you might want that may be faithful to you might not be checking for you. I feel bad for her, and I think at this point she's damaged her stock so much that look, I don't know if a man's really gonna take her seriously. Now listen, there's always a guy out there because she's attractive.
There's always a simp.
I find her attractive. There's always gonna be somebody out there. There's always gonna be some mark. But as far as the man she wants to find her attractive and be with her, she needs to do a complete 180 and be consistent with it. Otherwise,
No, I mean, listen, I'd have to agree with you. I think at this point, it's obvious that she needs to make a pivot.
Definitely.
So what I'd do if I was her is that whatever money you're making, no matter how much it is, and she's probably still getting child support,
She claims she doesn't get that much, but
save up what you got and invest in it, and then transition to something else. And she could easily do something else.
could she easily do something else? You're being optimistic. Maybe I'm being pessimistic. What is she
No.
gonna do?
Here's the thing. She could easily be doing something else because let's just be honest. She's not a bad looking woman, right?
I don't think so.
So she could easily do modeling. You could do some kind of modeling. Maybe for like because I don't know how old is she. Was she like 28, 29, maybe 30?
30, 31, something like that.
Still model at 30.
She's born 92. She's 31.
31.
Yeah.
She could model. She could do maybe like car shows or something. I mean, there's a lane for her, right?
That's a similar lane to what she's in now. That's still IG-ish, selling my body-ish lane. No shade, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that she doesn't have to do stuff like this.
Well, this doesn't make her any money anyways, does it? This makes the podcasters money. This makes her look stupid.
This makes her money if she has an OnlyFans. Because think about it. She's doing what? She's grinding on Charleston White. So then all these simps who would subscribe to her OnlyFans are like, oh, well, is she doing that on OnlyFans? And they go in there and they buy her OnlyFans. It's like it's the Fresh and Fit dynamic. You know how like girls will go on Fresh and Fit, they'll act super crazy, they'll get mad at Fresh and Fit, and then like a day later you find out like their subs went up by like 200 and they're making a whole bunch of money off of the dudes that roasted them in the chat.
Right.
Same
Right.
thing.
Right. I've heard those stories before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I wish her the best. I really do. I mean that.
Yeah, I mean, I
sometimes I
wish
say
you
that.
would.
I just say it because it's like someone saying, "Hey, how you doing today?" I'm good. You don't really care how they're doing. But I don't know this chick. But I don't know. I kind of feel bad for her. I don't know. I'm just being a softie, really. But and it's the halo effect. I'm being a simp. There's always a guy out there that's gonna take her. So hopefully she comes up. Stop acting foolish.
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'm gonna say what she did is she made a bad decision. Super sloppy. Super annoying. I didn't even find it entertaining. I didn't find it funny at all. It just was like you're just too old to be doing this.
Yeah, it's kind of
like
cringy.
this is that like if you're 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, you're doing this, you're in college. All right, cool, whatever. I give you the G pass. Everyone makes mistakes. But when you get older, especially you get in your 30s, like come on, man.
Yeah, you gotta
like,
shut up.
If this was a dude, I mean, bro, like this would be 10 times worse.
He would have got slept first of all. If he was a dude, he would have got slept.
Yeah, because that dude's a boxer.
Yeah, he would have got
He
slept.
would have got knocked out.
He got a 1-2.
And then he definitely would have got a charge. If he did that to a woman?
If he hit a woman, you mean?
No, what Brittany Renner did to Charleston White.
Oh yeah, no.
If that was a man doing that to a woman, it'd be over.
Oh yeah, no. They all probably.
It's a wrap.
They
It's a
probably would
wrap.
have tap danced on him.
Yeah, I mean, it would have stopped before he even got to
Yeah,
the point. We're being real.
Because me know what Kevin Samuels said.
Yeah.
There's always a low level threat of violence.
Yeah.
So we don't take it that far.
Yeah. No, it would have stopped at the man walking over to her. There would have been 3 dudes like, yo.
Yeah, that's it. And then it'd be done.
It would've
Because
been
you know,
over.
because
It'd
you
been
know
a
what
wrap.
it is.
It
Yeah.
would've been a wrap.
But she can get away with it, which you
Yeah.
know that's fine. Don't hit women.
Yeah.
So I get it. You know.
I wasn't even talking about him. I'm just talking about like the way that she was like humping him. Like it wouldn't have even gotten that far.
But if it's a man, the man's not humping him though.
I'm talking about if it was a man trying to hump a woman. It wouldn't have even gotten that far.
Oh, you're really flipping.
Yeah,
it off.
unless it was like a Chris Brown concert where they're literally like signing up to get humped. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, because it's weird. It looks
Yeah.
weird. It doesn't make sense. It's like Chippendales. Yeah, I get
Ugh.
it. Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, hey, whatever you like.
This ain't Magic Mike, man.
Whatever you like. Whatever you like. You like it. I love it. But do you? And I'm gonna do me. Anyway, we're getting off topic here.
I don't know. I just felt like you just said you loved it.
If you like it, I love it. Doesn't mean it's for me. Understand the expression, huh?
Whatever makes you happy. Because then I love it.
You like stanky feet? You like it? I love it for you. Don't mean I like stanky feet. You feel me? You see?
You like stinky feet. Anyway, so guys, this has been Bad Decisions. If you think she made a great decision, don't forget to like and comment. If you think she's absolutely, then leave a like and leave a comment. All right, guys, it's been Bad Decisions. Decision makers, we're out.